Hello and welcome to episode 35 of the CPRW podcast. I'm Colin and today I am joined by Lara. Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Colin. Yeah, really good. It was my birthday last week, so I had a week off. Me and Lizzie the Queen had Thursdays as a celebration. So yeah, not together, but
Good.
yeah.
You don't want to hang out with those lizards.
No, not particularly. And it's all the way in London, so it's a bit too
Yeah.
far, really, for me. Couldn't be bothered to go all the way up there. So I just put up the Welsh flag and our European flag in the garden instead.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes, yes. How are you?
I've just about like as we're recording this, it was just like slam dunk like last weekend, and I think I've just about recovered now. Like we did like the Flatliners on the Thursday night, and then slam dunk on Sunday, then suicide machines on Tuesday, Sunday. No, slam dunk Saturday. Maybe I haven't recovered. Slam dunk Saturday, suicide machine Sunday. Then I worked yesterday, and now I feel kind of recovered today.
Cool.
Well, it's been a busy start to June, and it's just going to get busier because which is my brilliant segue into like the topic of today's episode. We are previewing Bristol Booze Cruise.
Yay.
Which is happening on a weekend in June, the 18th and 19th of June at the Exchange in Bristol. There are still tickets available, so buy them. So I'm sure like people have seen the lineup, like the original lineup when it was announced. There have been lots of changes because of everything that's happening in the world. The organizers today put out like a statement about it. I'm going to read it. Bear with me because reading is hard and I can't speak well. But this is the statement from the festival. Okay, it says, "We are aware there may be some disappointment at another lineup change, but the live music industry is in a very tough spot right now." Oh, I didn't get through one sentence without screwing that up. There are a lot of new and unknown variables to contest with for bands, promoters, and venues. The long-lasting and knock-on effects of the pandemic, coupled with the economic stress the world is under right now, is making everything not only unreliable, hard to plan, but also incredibly expensive, like things like traveling. These are very hard times to be putting on events as independent promoters, and equally as hard for touring bands. So for all the support you can show for the things you love by booking tickets before the last minute will help immensely. We are so grateful and full of love for everyone of you who brought tickets and have stuck with the changes along the way. We hope you trust us when we say that we have tried everything in our power to overcome the obstacles that have came our way. It's been rough, but we have persevered. Thank you for your understanding and sticking with us. Let's have a good time with all these amazing bands. Support each other, support DIY bands, promoters, festivals, record labels, and venues, and support your friends. That is the statement. So they basically just sort of saying the world's a mess right now, and unfortunately, some of the bands they had previously booked haven't yet been able to get over here, and they're sorry, but the show must go on. It's still going to be a really good time.
Yeah, and I think that the part they've put in there about buying tickets, as soon as you can rather than waiting till the last minute is an important one, especially nowadays when there's so much. Well, I suppose the cost is so different now than what it would have been even like a couple of years ago for bands to come over here. I know there's a couple of bands that I was supposed to go and see off of their heads. They couldn't come over. I heard it's something to do with lack of ticket sales. There's been the Hell is for Heroes and Hell is for Heroes and 100 Reasons tour that's been postponed. I didn't know why. The only thing I can think of is possibly the same sort of thing. The cost of the tickets couldn't really cover it. So yeah, obviously everyone's situation is different, but I suppose it's easier for promoters to plan things and bands to be able to confirm what they can and can't do when they have a bit more of a better idea of the finances, I suppose.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I can understand why they've said that, and I think it is important to do that. So yeah, if you can, of course.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the lineup is still stacked. We'll go through it a bit more as the podcast progresses, but yeah, so it's a shame they had like Dollar Signs and Ramona and Penske File, Raging Nathans, like loads of really cool bands I was really excited to see, and a lot coming over for the first time, which was what a cool thing Booze Cruise were trying to do, was like bring these bands over for the first time, give them a different audience, take a chance on them, and sadly it hasn't worked out, but them's the breaks. Lara's making beeping noises. What's going on?
Yeah, sorry, I turned the volume up. Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess why did you want to go to Booze Cruise? What is your reasoning?
Because it's in Bristol. that was kind of the main thing. I was like, this is really close, and I love Bristol. We actually wanted to move there a few years ago, but it's so expensive. We decided not to. Yeah, we love it, and also, you know, I know we just covered the whole like there's some bands aren't coming, but the initial lineup that was advertised was amazing for the price that we were paying. Like, it just was a no-brainer for me just to buy the tickets. As soon as I think you sent me the link, and I looked, and like the first one that stood out to me was Rage and Nathan's, and I was like, I don't even need to see the rest. I'm just going to buy the tickets. I didn't even check with Nikki. I was like, I'm buying tickets. We're going to Bristol this weekend. So yeah, that was the main reason. Just because there were some bands that I was like, I don't know if or when I'll be able to see these bands, you know, going forward. So yeah. What about you? What was your reasoning?
Well, we went to Hamburg Booze Cruise in 2019, and that was also the first year that they did the Bristol Booze Cruise. But that clashed with Slam Dunk that weekend, and we'd already booked up for that. Then we sort of were speaking to like Daniel from the run up, or now in there. Say it. What's this new band theme? Say It Anyway. Say It Anywhere.
Say It Anyway.
That's the one. And we were talking to them, and he was sort of like, basically we promised, yeah, we'll come to the Bristol one when it happens. Obviously 2020 didn't happen, 2021 didn't happen.
Yeah.
This one is just about happening. So
yeah.
So so that, like, Hamburg Booze Cruise is like one of the best festival experiences I've ever had. And like the bands they were bringing over, and yeah, so it's not, and again, like Bristol was fantastic city. The Exchange is one of the best venues in the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my reasoning. It's just a really nice, I'm hoping just be a really nice time like the Hamburg one was. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. Plus we get to hang out as well again. So
exactly. We've got some other friends coming along. So
yeah, it'll be great.
Dan number 2 is going to be there, I think.
Oh, awesome.
I think Matt from the Nutrition is going to pop along.
Oh, wicked.
So hopefully loads of friends, and again, then the lineup is got some of my favorite bands on it, like my favorite UK bands. So
well, that's it. It's, you know, like, it's obviously a bummer to have like the two notifications where it's like these bands can't make it, these bands have dropped out. But I was listening through today, I deleted my original playlist that had like loads of the other bands on. I thought, I'm not even going to go through, I'm just going to delete it and start again. And actually there's still like loads of really, really strong bands on there. Because initially I was kind of like, oh, you know, the bands I wanted to see they're not playing. But it's not even a case of me making the most of it. They genuinely are bands now that I actually genuinely want to go and see. So it's it hasn't really kind of like bothered me in that sense too much, I guess, as much as maybe I was expecting it to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's just looking through the lineup, it's just stacked. There's no question. Yeah. There's question about it. It's like very much just like creme de la creme of like UK punk bands, I think.
Oh
so
yeah,
I've no complaints really. But who's the white main ones that are sticking out for you?
Oh, for me, okay. Obviously Burnt Tapes.
Obviously. What is it about Burnt Tapes? If anyone is listening who hasn't ever checked them out before, why do we love the Burnt Tapes?
They're really good, catchy and melodic punk with a like tinge of sadness as well, but really likable guys too. Like really relatable lyrics, just keeping it simple. Like they know what they're doing, but just really like likable music, isn't it?
Yeah, I love them. I obviously know them all as people as well, and they're some of the best people I know. And
yeah,
I'm looking forward to Hangs as much as I am just seeing them play live as well. It's just I think they're playing the Saturday
at in the basement at 9:15.
Yeah. So what did I say? So yeah, but they'll probably be around all day. No doubt Tone will be down the front for every single band because that's what Tone's like.
Aww.
So yeah, just awesome. And Who else is sticking out for you?
Oh, the main ones. Okay, so Hell's Ditch, definitely. Moonraker, Trophy Jump. I'm just going through the ones that I kind of put down that I kind of wanted to see. Sleep Outside actually looks pretty good. I think they're from Cardiff or around Cardiff way. But I've never heard of them before until like today. I started listening to them.
No, I don't know what they sound like. I've got a list of like bands who are playing it and they don't seem to be on there. So I'll have to check them out. Or just go in blind, actually. I might go in blind on them.
Yeah, it seems to be like emo-y, but like proper emo. Can I gatekeep that? It's like proper emo.
Yeah.
Like the original stuff, you know.
Not the My Chemical Romance stuff.
Yeah, not the mid 2000s emo pop stuff, like actual, yeah. So that's kind of the Saturday. Oh, obviously, Goodbye Blue Monday as well.
Yeah, can't wait to see them. They've just been recording their new album as well.
Oh, awesome.
Or their debut album, I should say. So hopefully they'll squeeze some of the new stuff in the set.
I was going to say, we might expect some new stuff then. That's cool.
Yeah, they're another band who I just love as people as well. So it's just going to be nice to see them.
Yeah.
We've done well.
You on the Saturday? Have you got simple ones as well?
I forget who's playing which day now. But who else? Who's Dream Nails? I haven't seen for a while. They're really sort of good, like Riot Girl sort of indie punky stuff. Haven't seen them in years. Danger's a Lover. I'm not sure what day they're playing, but I think this is going to be their last ever show.
Is it?
Yeah, and like for some reason we've never managed to see them because I guess I don't know why really, but
they haven't been around that long though, have they?
No, I don't. I mean, I think it's just they're of an age where they can't commit to it as much as they'd like to.
That's understandable. Yeah, for sure. They're on this Sunday at 7:15 in the basement. They're down as one of the ones I want to see too, so that's why I've got all the information to hand.
Handy. Yeah, so we're Out of Love. I think they're playing Sunday.
They're after
one of my favorite new bands of like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We saw them play their very first show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and smashed it, and I haven't managed to see them since, even though they play like all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't managed to see them again, but yeah.
Cool.
That's like you said, Moonraker earlier. Like, I'm still dubious about are they actually coming over?
I know, right?
I haven't seen them like announce any other shows either. So
yeah, that's a concern because that's why I was kind of like, shall I say it? So I kind of said it quickly.
Yeah, but no, I love that band. If you like bands like the Lawrence Arms, then you'll adore Moonraker. They've just released a really good new album as well. It's out on Bearded Punk in Belgium.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they are still coming over. If not, they are playing fests, which I'm going to, so I get that at least. Nervous are playing, and Nervous are always really good live. I mean, I could go for most of these bands, but the Menstrual Cramps are like my new favorite live band, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I saw them at Fishstock at the Exchange earlier in the year, and I was just blown away. I didn't really know what to expect from them. I knew they had like their sort of Riot Girl, sort of political, that kind of stuff. But as a live band, they are a force. They were so good. And
like an experience.
Yeah. They went to see him again at MPF. I think I changed a plan to go see them instead of someone else, just based on what I've seen in Bristol. Again, really, really good. So third time this year, and really looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Who else have we got? Irish Handcuffs are coming over. They've played every single version of Booze Cruise, I believe.
Oh, awesome.
And they're like a sort of gruff, melodic pop punk band. Really, really cool.
Yep.
I think they're from Hamburg.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's cool.
I believe so. I might be wrong. They're definitely from Germany. You got Say It Anyway, which is like the guys from the Run Up's new band. Larry's not in it. They've got a different singer, but they're a lot more poppier than what the Run Up were. But I'm quite keen to see how they are live, because I was like, my favorite thing about the Run Up was always seeing them live. So hopefully, like Say It Anyway, continue that.
Yeah, they're down for me as well to go to.
They Trophy Jump just released a brilliant new album.
Yeah.
Do Trips are a one. They're a band I've seen on like gig like posters and festival posters loads of times. I've never really checked out for some reason.
Yeah.
And then I like I've got my Bristol playlist, and I was really impressed by him. It was like really sort of powerful, like emo pop punky stuff. Like the guy's voice is just mega. Like,
yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to catching them. So I think they're one of those bands where I maybe wouldn't go see them at their own gig, but they're a cool festival band, like just to go and check out something different to what you normally listen to.
Yep.
It's one of them.
Weather State as well. I hope they're coming.
Are they Irish?
I think so. I don't know. I literally listened to them for the first time today.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I want to see these ones, please.
They're not on my list either. They must be new, or I missed them out by mistake.
I did go through stuff today. So as far as I'm aware, my choices are up to date.
Okay.
But then again, I just went through everything before we started recording, and it has slightly changed. They are on Sunday at 3:45.
We probably should say times might change at some.
Oh God, yeah, times might change. Bands might change.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this podcast might get dated before it gets released. Hopefully not too badly. Hopefully, I mean it will, but hopefully not too badly.
It's happened to us before and others, so it'll
happen. So if we say times, ignore us. Just check.
Just ignore the days. Ignore the band.
What else have we got? So much like Fortitude Valley. That's another band from the people who do like Onsin and Martha.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite a different sound to those bands though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's quite cool, because I've been watching Martha and Onsin for years. So I don't know how they can keep doing so many different bands and every band sound amazing. But that just shows what incredible songwriters they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've mentioned every band basically, haven't we?
We got Arguer and Tiger's Jaw as well, the biggie at the end on Sunday.
Of course, Mr. Massive Headliner.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tiger's Jaw in years. Did they break up at one point? Or have I made
I don't know, Cole. I haven't really ever followed them, to be honest.
They're like, I guess, an indie/emo sounding band.
Yeah.
They got dual vocalists, I think, male and female.
Yeah.
And they should be I think they're headlining the Sunday as things stand. So it should be a nice way to end out the whole weekend. Future Teens are playing as well.
Oh, La Moxie as well. I don't know if it's just Laura, because they're doing an acoustic set, so it might just be Laura. I'm not sure. But that'd be cool to see. I haven't seen them since. And I guess we've been supporting the Bomb Pots 2019 in Birmingham.
I've never really listened to them. They're like another one I sort of see on posters.
Yeah.
But haven't ever really seen or like listened to properly.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd be really good. Looking forward to that. Like the really good thing about the Exchange as well as a venue is like, because it's only it's going to be like upstairs and in the main room, then downstairs in the basement. So you can, I guess, see every single band, or at least a bit of every single band, depending on like.
Yeah, the way, like, again, obviously we can't like stick and confirm times and stuff, but it does seem like things have been organized that way. Because things are on like half an hour or so after the one before it starts in each room. So like say upstairs in the main will start at like 3:15, and then the basement equivalent of that day would start at like 3:45, something like that. So
obviously the basement is smaller than the main room, so capacity might be an issue. So if there is a band on in the basement, I guess make sure you get down there early if you really, really want to see them.
Yeah.
And if you can't, unlucky, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll happen for all of us at some point. Hopefully it is that busy that becomes an issue.
Yeah, buy tickets.
Yeah. I mean, we've really not prepared much for this podcast. What else do we want to talk about Bristol Booze Cruise?
Can you tell? We could say, okay, so Bristol is really great for like Carl, how is your plant-based lifestyle going? How's the attempt at at it going?
I'm smashing it.
Excellent.
I think.
Good.
But,
Yeah, just gonna say, because Bristol is like so good for like vegetarians and vegans, and if you go onto the Booze Cruise website, they've got in the menu, they've got a list of, they've got some places like suggestions to go to for food, and it does seem to all be veggie friendly, vegan friendly stuff, which is good for me and Nikki, because we are as well. So
I gotta look at this now. I didn't know this.
And they've got some like suggestions of places to stay as well. But they've been on there since I started looking on it, like in January.
Yeah. Ooey Burger, that's really nice. Been there. Cafe Kino I've been to. They were quite good. They had a nice breakfast. No, I don't know these other ones. I will list these there. Yeah, we went when we went up for Fish Stock in March. We went to a place called Satan's Corner.
Okay, is that the place you suggested to us?
Potentially, it was really nice.
It's a burger place.
Yeah, burger. We had like lamb in inverted commas for the audio friends. Kebab thing, and it was one of the best things. It was so filling, and I struggled to finish it or get anywhere near finishing it.
Yeah,
but it was really, really nice. So like Satan's Corner is like Satan as in like the food type rather than the devil person.
Devil person.
I worry about how my accent might confuse things. So yeah, and the place called Omburger as well.
That might be the one actually that it was on Stokes Croft up the long street.
I don't know the names of streets.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Matt took us there.
It might be that one then that we went to.
We had a burger. It's like a chicken, like a satay burger.
Was it like quite colourful in there? Can you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the place. That was awesome. Like we're gonna go there again.
It's genuinely really the best burger I've ever had in my life, like meat or plant-based.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good.
Went back to work the next week and people asked like how my weekend was, and that's more what I spoke about rather than fish stock. I mean, also I know at work people will relate a lot less to fish stock than they will a burger, but
I know a vegan burger, I don't know.
Yeah, I do get lots of stick at work for some reason. I can't think.
Oh yeah, it happened.
The produce manager asked me, he was putting out some flowers and it's like, Colin, don't eat these.
Okay, hold me back.
Yeah, this is the kind of bullying I have to withstand at work.
Yeah.
I just called him a C word and got on with my day.
Yeah.
Because I respect my managers. But yeah, there's loads of cool places in Bristol for food. It's sightseeing as well. I'm sure there's plenty of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, looking at the time, obviously time's subject to change, whatever. But even the first bands on, it's not until like I would say, what is it, quarter to three o'clock.
It'll be sort of late afternoon.
So you've got like a good couple of hours in the morning on each day to have a look around. And Bristol's amazing. I love Bristol. Like I usually go hunting for street art and stuff because every time I go there's something different to look for. I think the market might be on Saturdays as well, like I don't know the name of the street, but it's I don't know, by a Tesco. Extra.
Google Bristol Market and you'll find it, I'd assume.
Yeah, it's like by, I don't know, it's on a long street. I can see it, I don't know the name of it. Yeah.
Obviously you got like specialist subject record as well, which I assume will be open for that weekend. It usually is. So
yeah, good. Not good because I'll be spending loads of money.
Oh yeah, get there before Lara does. I'm gonna be good. I'm not trying not to look at like their stories.
Yeah, I'm trying not to buy anything off them now because I know I'll be going there next week. So
yeah, save some postage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I did this with Pook. I saw a Pook on a Sunday at the Suicide Machine show because Redeeming were playing. So like, Pook, if you got the distro, good. Just sifted through that. Spent 40 quid.
There we are. It's easily done.
Happens. Yeah, so Bristol Booze Cruise it's coming up. Like we said, there are going to be changes, or there are changes. There's every chance there will be more because of the state of the world at the moment.
Yeah,
which is a shame, but let's not lie, we're disappointed about the changes. I'm sure the organizers are just as disappointed, and like let's say they've done everything they can to just keep the festival so it's actually able to happen. Which, when you think about that 2020 and most of 2021, when we couldn't do these kind of things, just to have anything is, for me, is still a very good thing. And
yeah,
I'm excited.
and I'm excited as well. Like we said at the start, Colin, there's still like the quality of bands, it hasn't really dropped. It's still, there's still loads of bands that I want to see, and even clashes that I'm still struggling with, you know, so it's not like I'm struggling to fill the day. Like there's plenty to go and see. And also, like we were talking before we started recording, like, you know, it's there may be an air of kind of like a slight disappointment over the weekend because of like the change in the lineups or whatever, but you know, we don't want the bands who are playing to feel that from people, because like we all want to have a good time and enjoy what we are able to see, because it is hard, isn't it? You can't guarantee everything nowadays. That's why we didn't go to Slam Dunk, is because we were just like, well, I'm not sure if like the bands I want to see will still be there like the week before, because the Used dropped out and Spanish Love Songs dropped out like the week before, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
think the Used was actually like 3 days.
The 3 days before.
Something silly, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, so like we don't want like the bands to kind of feel that from people, so it wouldn't be fair for people to turn up like not already on the kind of back foot. Do you know what I mean? Because it's still going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, the
weather will be good.
As we said, the lineup is absolutely stacked, and like they're bands who, all right, they're not from the glamorous America, but they are really, really good bands who do deserve your attention, and we should like support the UK scene, basically.
Yeah, and also this, you know, yeah, it's a bummer and things like that, but what it does do is it opens up other bands for you to go and find out about, you know, like, because I'm going to see bands now that I wouldn't have gone to see if they're the bands, because I bought my ticket based on the bands that fell out of the lineup, based on them coming. Most of them anyway, not all of them, but now it's just like, and I've now gone and found other bands to see, and now that I'm like, well, I definitely wouldn't have even listened to some of the bands I actually now want to go and see, if it hadn't happened. So I suppose there's always a silver lining in some kind of way.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I feel like with like the UK bands, like support them, and then the scene grows, and then if the scene we don't support our local bands, then venues aren't gonna sell tickets, won't make money, won't be able to bring over these quote unquote bigger brands or bands, American bands or whatever, or foreign bands. So which we all get excited when a band comes over from America, of course we do. Yeah. But you got to support your UK ones as well, or you don't get the other ones, basically. It's how it works.
Yeah. And also there's just as much good stuff here, you know.
Exactly.
The quality is still just as good.
100%. Yeah, I think that's all we've really got to talk about for. It's a bit of a short one today. I'm sure you're quite happy about that. Dear listener, thank you for listening. I'm sure after Bristol Booze Cruise, we'll do a review and we'll be a bit more prepared for that, I guess.
No, we won't.
We won't. I don't even write any notes anymore. Like before we hit record, I had to work out what episode it was. I have to do that every time. But I still haven't learned how to end things. But yeah, if you are going to Bristol Booze Cruise, let us know in the commenty things who you're looking forward to seeing, because algorithms, comments are good. That's a thing we know about the internet and YouTube. I guess if you're there and you see us, come say hello. I apologize if we're awkward.
Yeah, sorry.
That'll happen because
they'll be awkward.
Yeah, how we roll. We're better on camera-ish, just about. Yeah. So that's to say, if you haven't brought your ticket and you're on your fence, I recommend buying one.
Yeah, I would as well, actually. Yeah.
They're on the website. I'll put a link in the description so you can just click and come along. As I say, support Booze Cruise, support the band, support the exchange, and yeah.
And we'll both share our playlists that we've made or are going to make, based on the bands that are playing. It can be all the bands that are there, Col, or bands you want to see or whatever, and we'll just stick it in the story, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll stick it on the description.
On the Instagram,
because it's definitely worth checking out some of these bands because they are incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you again next time, hopefully. Yeah,
See you in Bristol.
see you in Bristol. Cheers. Bye.